Hey. There are a couple of things that I want to talk about. First of all, I want to bring us all back to when Hailey, Bieber, and Selena Gomez were having their weird little moment on the internet. I don't know if they were having, but like, you know, people having, you know, a moment about them on the internet, and everyone was obviously team Selena because Hailey was basically seen as like being a mean girl to Selena just because she is the ex of the guy that she is married to, right? And so literally everybody under the sun was on team Selena, and I was too at the time, but now I'm just a little bit confused because since that, like, we were all hating, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were all hating on Hailey because she was just being a mean girl, right? So why do I see everyone on the fucking internet under the sun making fun of the ex of the guy that they are currently with? It's always the ugly ex, like when he calls you beautiful, but he also called his ex beautiful, and she's like a fucking ugly pig horse, yucky yum bum bum. Like, I just find it really interesting. First of all, it gives pick me vibes. Second of all, this is literally what we are hating on Hailey Bieber for, and now we're doing it to literally everyone, and I'm really confused. And it's not even like the ex. First of all, the ex will literally have done nothing wrong. Like, yeah, there might have been issues within their relationship back when you and your partner weren't together and your partner and his ex were, but a lot of times they don't like, even if that did happen, like, let's say it didn't happen because either like it didn't happen or like they didn't know, or like they don't really have the details on it anyway, regardless. But it was that, and also like they'll be hating on girls who have literally done nothing. Like, it'll be like my boyfriend looked at another girl, but like taken further, and now we're hating on the girl and she's literally done nothing. She's done absolutely fucking nothing. Or like, even if she doesn't do something, like girls who, like, if they flirted with your boyfriend or trying to get at your boyfriend and they didn't know that he was your boyfriend, why are we getting mad? It's actually crazy. It's giving pick me vibes all around, and it's really interesting because the entire world hated Hailey Bieber for it, and now we're doing the exact same thing. It's just very interesting. On the topic of relationships, let's talk about ishowspeed and Amy. So basically, Amy, his girlfriend, she kind of like went viral for the Huache moment on TikTok, but she went on live basically saying like, he was calling me his girlfriend, but then he doesn't respond to my texts and constantly leaves me undelivered or read, and only ever calls me when he's like streaming. Like, I feel like he might be using me for views or content, I don't really know, but like, I just feel unappreciated basically. And she said that on live. Speed was watching this live as he was getting like his hair cut by a barber. I don't know, it was like a setup, like it was all back black drop, and he was getting his hair cut. So the barber was there, and he was all like, I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she said that we needed to go on more dates and like, you know each other a bit better before we officially started to date and like be labels and stuff. So I don't know why she's making me look bad. This shit is so annoying. So he was just like very much not having it. He wasn't giving like I'm sorry vibes. He was just like, I'm so fucked up, like this is not the story that I would be telling. And he's apparently called Amy his girlfriend on stream before. So regardless, like, I don't know, I'm just not seeing where he's coming from, because okay, if let's say you weren't dating at all, let's say that did happen, you asked to be official and she said we need to get each other, like, we need to know each other better, and then you go on to call her your girlfriend, which you have done, it's been proven on stream, and she's saying, yeah, he calls me his girlfriend and all that stuff. Even if, like, you know, that didn't happen, like, are you still not trying? Like, I'm so confused. Like, even if you weren't calling her your girlfriend, you're obviously still trying to, like, you know, get to know her better, go on these dates, and like, you know, trying to like fill the quota that she's been setting in order to be official. So obviously she's gonna feel some type of way when you're acting like, you know, not a great partner, or like not a great partner, potential partner. He also calls her, like, on, this has been like on stream and everything, he calls her when it's like 4 to 5 a.m. in Korea, which is where she lives, or like lived at the time, which just feels a bit disrespectful, you know what I mean? And the barber that was like cutting his hair was accusing Amy of cheating because the relationship is long distance, and Speed doesn't defend her or anything. Like, this barber's here talking shit about the girl that you're supposedly like really into, and who was literally crying on stream, which is crazy. Not only like, she would like buy him like gifts that are like personalized. I don't know what these gifts were, but this is what I've just heard. Like, she would buy him like very personal like gifts, and he would like just call her at 4 to 5 a.m. in Korea. Like, I don't know, there's like a very like unbalanced gap of like thoughtfulness between the two. He was also just giving really bad vibes throughout this entire like reaction to her like crying on live stream. It was just like very much like, this shit is so annoying, it's so irritating that she's saying this, not like, oh shit, I feel so bad for making her feel this way. He apparently also called her a little Japanese girl at some point, which is really fucking weird. And then apparently, like, there was like some clip that I saw of him like crying in a car after like they like properly broke up, and I'm just really fucking confused. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You obviously didn't even like her that much, and even if you did, you didn't put in that much effort. I don't think you have the right to cry. But anyway, that's also kind of old news. All of this is from a list, and it's all gonna be relatively old news. Next one is that Studios, which is like a small business, they made these like really extravagant, dramatic sunglasses and like these like press-on nails to match, and they sent it to an influencer called Winnie stackz. He's currently not on TikTok, and his Insta has about 1 million followers of the time of me writing this. So obviously a lot of work went into these pieces. They were very extravagant, like they're all handmade and everything. They were like very extra, very dramatic, right? Emmy Studios, I don't know their real name, so I'm just gonna call it Emmy the entire time, but Emmy said that it took them 3 days with the help of another person. Winnie wanted them shipped express for like this music video or whatever that he was doing, and Emmy was like, yep, I could do that to you if you promise that A, you're gonna pay for the shipping, and B, I'm gonna get those pieces back, because I'm just like, you know, letting you borrow that, like I'm not like sending you these pieces to keep. Winnie agrees to this because obviously, you know, like you've spent a lot of time on it. It's obviously like really important to you, these pieces, because, you know, a lot of time and effort and money went into these pieces. So after it's been sent, Emmy starts asking for updates because there's been no delivery updates. It's been like a while now. It's been like some time has passed, but there's been no delivery updates. There's been no like cost transferred to her, and Winnie just basically keeps on saying that it's shipped without sending any tracking information or anything. He just keeps like reassuring, like, no, it's gone, I've shipped it, it's being delivered, all this shit. And then eventually more time passes. Emmy just asks for the products to be paid for at this point, because it's obvious that she's not getting them back. There's been no tracking information sent, nothing's been returned. I don't think the shipping costs were even covered, so like obviously nothing's happening. She's like, okay, can you pay for the products, because I'm obviously not getting them back. Winnie says that they can tag them in the promo for the music video that they use the products for, as like a payment, and Emmy was like, I don't think you understand how much work went into these. And then Winnie was like, I do, because I charge $3,000 to $5,000 for tags. And then Emmy's like, surely you have enough to pay like small creators for their work then, like as agreed upon. Like it just seems really immoral to like not pay small creators when you make $3,000 to $5,000 from just a tag on a post. And then Winnie was like, actually you're immoral, because I didn't have to shoot with these pieces, you wanted to work with me. Winnie reached out to Emmy. Winnie messaged them first asking for the pieces because they liked the pieces, and that's why Emmy sent them, under conditions as well, that I'm going to get them back, that I'm going to have the shipping cost covered. And so Emmy says that, she's like, you reached out to me, and he's like, yeah, but you sent them, so obviously you wanted to work with me. Crazy. With conditions and because you asked. And Winnie was like, just switching it up now. He's like, my sister's having a really bad time, like, you know, they're in and out of prison and that kind of shit. Okay, that's so unnecessary to say. And Emmy was like, that's like not my fault, that's got nothing to do with me. I need payment for the products that you essentially just stole. Like, at the very least you could just pay me now. And Winnie just goes like, this isn't cool, like I liked you a lot. Like, okay, alright. The last thing I want to talk about, which is kind of recent, is the like Jason Nash and Alissa Violet situation. So basically, Jason Nash is like doing his thing basically after he got kicked out from the Dobrik vlog squad. He has been doing like TikTok lives as a form of income, and people just find it really funny because all he does is like go on TikTok live, complain that people aren't sending him enough money, being like, hey guys, come on and eat more gifts. And that's like his job basically. That's what he does. He like logs on to go on live, make money, and like that's his life right now. And Tana Mongeau has been one of the top haters of Jason Nash for this. She's been making fun of him very openly, not like a lot, not like very frequently, but like she, you know, voices her opinion on how funny this is. And she recently posted a TikTok, and it's basically her like being like, at least I'm not Jason Nash, like at least I'm not Jason Nash, like, you know, reassuring herself. And then Alissa Violet basically made a TikTok in response to that saying, hey guys, like, are we really in the year of 2024 like bullying people, like shaming people for this? He's got, you know, a family, he's trying to support himself. Like, I don't know why we're shaming people for like, you know, trying to make a living, trying to like support themselves. And everyone was like, first of all, what the fuck, like, very interesting. Like, Jason Nash is not a great person. It's very interesting how you're coming to defend him, A, and B, now out of all times. And like, it was just really weird. Many people on the internet have just been saying like, hey, where was this support against like anti-bullying when Jason Nash was like very publicly and consistently and frequently making fun of Trisha Paytas and body shaming her for, and like making fun of how much she eats, and saying that, essentially like saying that she's fat over and over again, when he was literally dating her, which is crazy. And where was this energy when Jason Nash was being really fucking weird to Tana Mongeau, who was like very young when she was, again, when he was dating Trisha Paytas, consistently like trying to get Tana into a threesome with him and all that kind of weird shit, and like saying that he's gonna buy David Dobrik like a Ferrari, like that he will be his slave for a year if he can get a threesome with Tana in it. Like, it was just very weird vibes. Where was all the support against bad behavior when it was Jason Nash doing the bad behavior? And somebody posted that exact video basically online, because it's a very common, like, everyone's been kind of having that opinion. Alissa Violet commented under that saying like, I was dealing with my own shit. I basically just didn't have to speak out. Like, I was dealing with my own shit and I'm speaking about this. And then the creator absolutely fucking ate her up in the response. They're basically like, now that you have so much free time on your hands, how about you denounce like actual like worthwhile shit, like, you know, the genocide that's happening in Gaza right now, like literally anything else other than like defending Jason Nash. Like, it's just a very interesting active choices that you made to go and defend Jason Nash when you could have defended literally anyone else. Maybe people that he was very rude towards or made very uncomfortable. Like, that would have been also a fine idea. I also feel like it's Jason Nash, like, he's literally been on live and people have been like, why don't you get a proper job, or why don't you get like a normal job instead of like, you know, hopping on live and begging people for money every day. And he's like, wow, you expect me to like work at McDonald's, you expect me to work at like Lululemon. Like, if he can shame jobs that are actually like, you know, worth something, then he can have his career choice shamed as well. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys in the next video.